Hey everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. I'm Ishan Sharma, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 7 JavaScript libraries or frameworks that you should be learning in 2021. Let's get started. Now, the question that you might ask yourself is, why should I be using these libraries or frameworks? And the answer to that is basically because it reduces your effort. It is very much efficient for you to use these libraries. It reduces the amount of code that you will write and the time it will take you to create your own website. So because of these reasons, I think it's definitely worthwhile for you to take up these libraries or frameworks versus just creating applications with vanilla JavaScript. Now, these libraries are in no particular order, but this is just what I like to prefer. The number one JavaScript library that you can take a look at is actually going to be React.js. It's very much popular. There's a lot of demand for React developers, and basically React enables you to write reusable components. So you can create multiple components of your website and you can reuse it again and again into other parts wherever it is necessary. Now it also uses a virtual DOM, which means that you don't need to refresh the website. It automatically updates it. Okay, so that's also another benefit of using React. You can also take a look at Vue.js or Angular if you are interested. Vue.js is actually simpler to learn than React, but basically the thing is pretty much the same. Over there also you write reusable components, and you can also take a look at Angular, which is actually made by Google. Interestingly enough, Vue is actually not made by any of these corporations like React is made by Facebook. Vue is actually made by some passionate developers that want to create a great product for everyone else to use. So you can take a look at Vue as well. It's very simple to learn, simpler than Angular as well as React. Okay, so take a look at that. Now the second library that you can take a look at would be Anime.js. Now the benefit of using Anime.js is that you can create some amazing looking animations using simple JavaScript. It is very simple to get started. The code that you write is just very minimalistic, like just 10-15 lines of code, and you can have some amazing animations showing up on the screen. Now you can use it with CSS properties, you can use it with DOM attributes, you can use it with a lot of things, JavaScript objects as well. There's a lot of examples on their own website that you can take a look at if you're interested to learn about it. Now the third JavaScript library that you can take a look at would be Three.js. Three.js is basically built upon a 3D WebGL application with which you can very simply create some amazing 3D graphic effects on your own website. That is also really interesting. I started using it, and it is definitely something that is very simple to implement, and it looks just amazing. There are a lot of applications and a lot of examples that you can take a look at. Just go to their website and you will find all of these things. You can also learn about all of these frameworks by taking a look at our own blogs and articles on the website. You'll find some links in the description. Just go through them. Now this was the third one, Three.js, for basically 3D visualizations. If you want to do some 2D graphics and if you want to implement that, you can also take a look at Pixie.js. That's also really interesting. It's very simple to implement again. Now the fourth JavaScript library that you can take a look at would be Howler.js. Howler enables you to have audio in your own website. That is really interesting. And you can have events based on which you can fire a particular audios, or you can also have spatial audio effects. It's just really cool if you're interested into having audio in your website. Now the fifth JavaScript library that you can take a look at is actually going to be Reveal.js. If you want to create presentations on your own website, if you want to have presentation like effects, transitions, then you can definitely take a look at Reveal.js. The benefit of using that is that it is very simple to use. It is very much customizable. There are a lot of themes available, and you can have all sorts of customizability. You can go from right to left, you can go from top to bottom. There are just a lot of options available to you when you use Reveal.js. Now the sixth JavaScript library would actually be Chart.js. If you want to represent some data, if you want to show your data in the form of bar charts, line charts, maybe you want to have histograms, maybe you want to have like a pie chart, you want to make it interactive, you want to make it responsive, then you should definitely take a look at Chart.js. It's very simple to use, and there are a lot of customizability options. You can change the legend, you can change the x-axis, y-axis, you can change the color. There are just a lot of options for you to take a look at, and it is very simple to implement. So take a look at that if you want to represent some sort of data. Now the last JavaScript library that I want to talk about is going to be on machine learning. Again, there's no video that is complete without talking about machine learning. It's a very important topic. And if you want to do machine learning using JavaScript, you can definitely do that. And recently TensorFlow came up with TensorFlow JS, which is a library which enables you to very simply create neural networks, create machine learning models, just test out what the result would be, what would be the prediction. And there are a lot of options in here. You can also take a look at some other libraries as well. For example, you have things like Brain.js, you also have ML5.js. I like how ML5.js works. You can very simply just take up a trained model and you can use it into your own website to detect something. There are a lot of cool options available in ML5.js as well. So take a look at these. These are some really amazing libraries that you can take a look at. Again, the number one is going to be React. Then we have Anime.js. Then we have Three.js or Pixie.js. Then you can take a look at Howler.js. Then we have Chart.js. And then we also have machine learning libraries like ML5.js, Brain.js, or TensorFlow.js. And you can also take a look at Reveal.js if you want to create presentations for your own website. That has been pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments down below. You will also find some great resources for you to learn these libraries in the description down below. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.